Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Labor Day. Here's this week's Monday Mindset. So proper prior planning prevents poor performance. What does that mean? It means if you're going into an appointment and you're prepared for it ahead of time, you're going to be more confident. You're probably going to win that appointment. And what can you do to be more confident for an appointment? Well, if it's a listing appointment, what you can do is you can, pull all the comps, do all the work, come up with a price ahead of time. If you don't really know your listing agreement inside and out, practice the listing agreement. Practice it in front of the mirror, practice it with a coworker, call me, practice it with me. Same thing with buyer agreements. If you're getting ready to meet with a buyer and you kind of have an idea of what they're looking for, maybe have a few, properties queued up to show them, but also really know that buyer agency agreement. So that way, when you're going through it with them, you're not kind of fumbling through it, trying to read it, trying to see what's going on, but you actually look the part, you know what you're talking about. Buyers, people in general, they can kind of tell when you're a little bit nervous. And, a big leading thing of being nervous in this industry is, not really knowing your paperwork, not really knowing what something's worth. So if you do that stuff ahead of time, you'll go into the appointment ready to go. Now, a few things that I'm looking to implement with the Monday Mindset videos is I'm going to give you guys action steps throughout the week to help build up your business. So for this week, we've got a few action steps. Action step number 1, use the database builder dialogue with 3 people at the Labor Day cookout you're at today. Okay. If you're not at a Labor Day cookout, that's okay. Call 3 people. If you were in the market to buy or sell a home, or if you knew someone that was, am I the real estate agent you would recommend? Or do you have a real estate agent you would recommend? If they say yes or no, depending on how you ask that question, great. I have a monthly mailer I mail out. It's not junk mail. It's useful information that's tailored to the month that we're in. For example, in March, I give out changes to the tax code information, stuff like that. Would you be interested in receiving that mailer every month? If they say yes, great. What's your mailing address? So use that dialogue for 3 people at the cookout today. Action step number 2, call 3 members of your database. Same dialogue, see if they should be on your database or not. If you're nervous about calling somebody, you don't want to really be a pushy salesman. There should be a little bit of a mindset shift, I think, as you progress in this business. When I first got into real estate, I was kind of nervous about making phone calls myself. I didn't want to annoy people or, make them feel like I was just trying to push them a product or whatever. But in reality, if these people like you and they're going to refer you or use you, they're going to welcome a phone call from you. So call your database, find out if they should be on your database. And if they shouldn't, take them off your database. Save yourself, the postage every month and a mailer every month, or replace, or even better, place it with somebody else that should be on there. So action step number 3, practice the listing agreement, practice the buyer agency agreement, and practice the purchase and sale agreement. That's the best way you can prepare yourself for when you're in front of clients. In our final action step for the week, we have our trunk or treat on October 21st. Send a mailer, invite your database to the trunk or treat. That's all for this week. Happy Labor Day. See you guys around.